I'm making ribeye steak with an easy garlic thyme marinade. And ribeye has to be one of my favorite steaks. It's a really special cut of meat, has so much flavor. And to get started, we need a good amount of garlic. 6 cloves. My son asked me the other day, he came in with a whole head and he said, "Is this a clove?" So for those of you who might not know, this is a clove. This is nice looking garlic. That's perfect. And next, thyme. And you can see, in order to get the leaves off its stalk, is I just hold the top and pull straight down. I want about 2 tablespoons. And if you cook a lot of beef, which I do in my household, because I have 3 sons and a husband, unavoidable that you're going to cook a lot of meat, you might want to try a London broil or a flank steak or something like that that goes a little farther. But it's the same technique. And then just quickly give it a rough chop. Same with the garlic. Just a coarse chop. And as always, when you're cooking any kind of meat, you really have to season it nicely. So I'm going to give a nice generous pinch of salt and pepper. Distribute half of the thyme on this side and half of the garlic. And this calls for some olive oil as well, so I'll just put a little bit on before I turn it over. And you can see that you can probably get this done in about 5 minutes when you get home from work. Rest of the garlic, thyme, a little more olive oil. Smells great. And then just cover it with plastic wrap. If you don't have time, an hour is perfectly fine to get the flavor going here. Now, I want to show you a fry made from polenta. Now, polenta is a cornmeal that is eaten most commonly in northern Italy, but it's more and more common in the United States. So much so that we can actually buy it in a tube like this. It's usually in the dairy section of the supermarket, already cooked. I'm just going to cut the end off here. Little bit of water, just take it right out. Normally when you cook polenta with water and salt and the dry cornmeal, you're stirring for a good 20 minutes. But this, it's all done for you and it's formed and it has so many versatile uses. That's 2 logs. I'm going to turn it on its side and cut it into wedges. And you're going to have something that kind of looks like a steak fry. Now, I have a sheet pan here to which I'll place a couple tablespoons of olive oil. In total I want about 3, but I'm just going to get a couple going here on the bottom. And then spread these evenly around the pan. Now, secret seasoning. It's a combination of thyme, oregano, savory. It's called Italian seasoning. And if you don't have it, you can just use oregano. Salt and ground black pepper. I'm going to be a little generous with the pepper. And then using my hands, just toss it around so that everything's coated in olive oil, because each side that is coated in the olive oil, it'll get a little more golden in color. This will go into a 450-degree oven. It'll cook for about 45 minutes. And when it's almost done, I'll get my steaks on the grill and everything will come together. So I want these steaks to be medium rare, which means they should cook in total for about 12 to 15 minutes. This is perfect. They've cooked for 6 minutes, and now I'll turn them over. That looks perfect. Now I'm going to go check my polenta fries, and hopefully they'll both come together perfectly at the same time. These polenta fries are cooked really perfectly. Don't forget to let your steaks rest, because if you cut it too soon, the juices are going to run out, and you want them to redistribute themselves and be nice and juicy in the steak. Garlic thyme marinated rib steak. polenta fries, and a beautiful California Zinfandel, a nice berry-flavored chocolate red wine that marries beautifully with the meat for a special everyday food meal.